Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Mix the score. Ravens 7, Browns 0.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait, that's 20.
56, right there. 56. Switch out.
Hey, Alabama.
They begin with a run by Smith. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
50.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
We don't want none.
Into heavy traffic, and he coughed it up. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Vic on the bootleg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
56.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again, Brady. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
All day. Let's keep
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Vic.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Here we go.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Vic. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the penalty, it's Smith, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Alert! 51 shadow!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady over the middle. That's caught by Owens.
Brady
Right, 20.
complete to number 81.
All day, baby.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Check. Lucky. 25. Check 25.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Wait, 20.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First and 10, 43-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Vic readies to throw. This is caught. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
That's the way. Slam, slam.
Bravo.
They'll throw again. Here's Vic. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now DemonicCosmic's following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And Vic's throw there incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Go.
I got it. Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic.
Watch the screen.
To throw again. Vic, they'll roll him out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out. Bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Ready, set.
Gotta wedge that, huh? Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Ball trot.
41's the mic. 41's
Vic will look to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And the route is on here in this first half. Now DemonicCosmic's following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Anunua that time, and now it's second down.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Kill.
Throwing again. Vick steps away to his left.
You ain't going nowhere.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Quincy Anunua with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
41. Bring it. 41.
So here's Vick following the interception. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We're going to shut you down.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of it.
Yeah, you have the yards, but then the mistake. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Brady. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
On the double.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here.
Get him! Get him!
They'll try and throw for it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Vic to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing. Vic rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes.
Good one. On the double.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Vic. He'll buy some time right. Anuno's got it complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
60 yards.
52 right here. 52.
Let it go.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
41's coming. 41's the money.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 41.
Vic operating on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
I can't believe they even let you play.
After the sack on 1st down, Vic. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
36-yard line.
Ready? Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check the tight end, check the tight. 5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one complete to Reed. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they like
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Part 2. Let's go, D.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now here's Vic. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Check 41.
Not today, you aren't.
From the red zone now, Vic. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
To throw, Vic. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
You got nothing. Let go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. They'll run it again with Smith. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Yeah, good job.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Gets around him. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Vick now. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food.
Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed, the whole...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All day, pick it.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Vic. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Check 52's the mic.
Another try after the first down sack. Vic flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They're going for it with the option right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Topper! Calm the crowd. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 52. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Right there, 56. Hey, I'm coming. Sit up. Big rip.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
I got you.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
He
up.
went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner. Where one of...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Here we go. Set. 15.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up, because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Lobo, here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. No, no, no. Off, off, off. Check three. Check three.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Steps away to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it off. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
that part was easy. You could see.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe. They score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for two just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But boy, what a way to finish it.
So for the Ravens, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.